Right, good morning, everyone. 36th District Court is now in session. I am Judge Shannon A. Holmes, and I'm serving on today as your presiding judge. Today, we are going to start with our Veterans Court. And so I'm going to put on the waiting room, Ms. Wilson. Good morning to the staff that's in the courtroom. Good morning, Ms. Mack, Officer Lot. Good morning to both of you.
Good morning, Judge.
Good morning. Good morning, Ms. Wilson. All right, we are going to start this morning by having the attorneys place your appearance on the record for me, please. You may do so at this time.
Thank you, Judge, and good morning. For the record, Jesse Reed, Drug Court and Vet Court Defense Attorney, P 23863. Judge, if I may, I'd like to make a continuing motion, that my appearance be for all my clients this morning. Thank you, Judge, and good morning again.
Thank you. Good morning, Mr. Reed, and your motion is granted.
Thank you.
Oh, Mr. Ficus, you're on mute.
Hey, good morning, Judge. Rob
morning.
Fikens, P 31894, Drug and Vet Treatment Court Defense Attorney, and I too would make a similar motion as did Mr. Reed.
All right. Good morning, Mr. Ficus, and your motion is granted.
Thank
Let's go to, I see Ms. Robs. Ms. Robs, good morning to you. Place your appearance on the record.
Good morning, Your Honor. Evan Robs, Veteran and Drug Treatment Court Case Manager.
All right. Good morning, Ms. Robs. And then the mentors, I see Mr. Parker, you're up first.
Good morning, Your Honor. Jimmy Parker, Veterans Treatment Court Program mentor.
All right. Good morning, Mr. Parker. And then Mr. Scott.
Yes. Good morning, Your Honor. Kevin Scott, Veteran Mentor for 36th District Court.
All right. Good morning. Thank you. Thank you both for serving today. All right. We are going to get started. Are there any preliminary matters that I need to address at this time?
No, Judge, not at this time. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Ms. Mack, I need the docket. However, for some reason, I've been locked out of my email.
Uh-oh. Okay.
I'm going to try it one more time, and thank you all for your patience on this morning. I know we're getting started a little bit late, so thank you for your patience this morning. Wait, I think I got you. All right, I'm in.
Okay. You still need me to send it to you, Judge?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
All right, Ms. Robs, I believe we have up first, we have Mr. Stitt. And so if you could put his case number on the record for me, that would be great.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Spitz, case number is 053-7452.
All right, good morning, Mr. Stitt. If you could unmute for me and state your name. Uh-oh, Mr. Stitt can't unmute. There you go. Good morning.
Good morning, Your Honor. Willis Allen Stitt.
All right,
Willis
how are
Allen
you?
Stitt here.
I need everybody to keep your device on mute, please, until I call your case. All right, thank you so much. Mr. Stitt, go ahead and give me your name again.
Willis Allen Stitt.
All right, good morning, Mr. Stitt. How are you this morning?
I'm doing fantastic. I'm doing well. How about yourself? You doing okay?
I'm doing well, thank you. I don't know if I've seen you in the new year yet, so happy new year.
Oh, happy New Year to you too. Oh, yes, right. Yes, it is a new year.
It's a new year. It is a new year. All right, Mr. Stitt, what's been going on with you? And for everybody, I want to know something that you've learned since the last time I've seen you. So please get ready to tell me.
You had me to do some research on the marijuana, the burnout class. Yes,
Okay. How did that go?
that went fantastic. The basic line about that is that we will lose all the great intellects. It'll affect your mind, way of thinking, your self-thought, reasoning, and the way it's going. If we keep going this way, we'll lose a lot of great intellects. You understand what I mean?
Yes, yes.
We would no longer. It's almost like we would no longer even be a superpower.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you mean a superpower? You have to help me with that one.
Well, like great generals, if everybody participated, like the studying I was doing, it slows down your thinking, your reasoning. You would lose great thought. We would have no great leaders anymore. You understand, surgeons.
If everybody was sitting around
mechanics.
smoking marijuana.
Correct. That's right.
Yeah.
The process of thinking would be slowed way down. Just like I said, we won't, if it keeps going that way, we would not be a superpower in the years from now. You understand?
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
And it
so
scares me. It scares
it
me
did.
that,
And you didn't know that information before you did that research, because everybody tells you that marijuana is fine. It's from the earth.
yes, correct. Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am, that's correct.
Yeah. There are a
And
lot of things from the earth that we just don't do, right? We don't eat dirt from the earth, right?
that's right. That's correct, Your Honor. That's correct.
Yeah. Come on. A lot of things from the earth we don't do.
But I see it every day. I live it. I see it, and it just swords me. It hurts my heart. It really
Yeah.
does. That I see that, it's like the next generation will be totally different than what we are today if we
You're
keep
right.
going down this path.
You're right, Mr. Stitt. I'm so glad you took the time to do that research. And I wish I had a courtroom full of folks from the ages of 14 to about 35, because I just don't know where anybody over 35. Okay, let me keep that thought to myself. I will, because I heard they have senior citizens that go. Mr. Reed told us he saw senior citizens in line at the marijuana dispensary. But anyways, I wish I had a courtroom full of young folks that could hear that it does slow down your ability to process. That's why now we have the whole impaired driving force that's going on in the court system, because it impairs your ability to make decisions.
Yeah.
And so you'll do some things that otherwise you might make a different decision. And so thank you for taking the time to do that research. I hope that it will forever stick with you and that you'll share it with some of those folks in the next generation, the generation behind us. Okay.
I've been sharing it with everybody around here at this job, and I think they're like, "Where is he getting all this?" And I'm
Yeah.
explaining it to them that we're headed down a path if we don't change.
Absolutely. Absolutely. How did you do during the holidays, Mr. Stitt? Did you do well?
Yes, I did, Your Honor.
You did?
I-
No issues?
nothing but speaking about what I've learned to some of my colleagues here. That's about it.
All right. Very good. I'm going to hear from Ms. Robs, and then I'll hear from your mentor. Ms. Robs?
Yes, Your Honor. As reported by Mr. Stitt, Your Honor, he is ATS compliant. He's compliant with his services through the VA. He did complete the marijuana insight course. He's in compliance at this time, Your Honor. No issues to report.
All right. Very good. Thank you, Ms. Robs. Let me hear from the mentor.
Good morning again, Yana. Mr. Stitt, he's a very adamant young man. I call him young man, and because he is a young man, And when he puts his mind to something, he can really do it. And he's a great influence to those that are around him, that he worked with, and I understand that they look up very highly, and that's a good thing, because many times younger people, they mimic what they see, us adults, the older ones do, and so we have to be that example. And so I appreciate Mr. Stitt, and I just want to encourage him to just keep on doing what he's doing. He's been. I think the last time we were on, he mentioned that, well, nobody said anything about the marijuana thing that he spoke about today. So he's been anxious to get to it, and he did, and he's yeah, and I mean, he did very well. So I just want to encourage Mr. Stitt to just keep on doing what he's doing, and it's going to work out fine. Thank you, Yana.
All right, wonderful.
Thank you.
All right, from the attorneys or from any of the other team members?
Yes, Judge, thank you. A good report, Mr. Stiff. Keep up the good work. You're doing a great job. You have a good attitude, sir. Be safe, and Happy New Year to you, Mr. Stiff. Thank you, Judge. Thank you, Mr. Stiff.
Happy New Year.
And if I might add, Your Honor, Mr. Smith, Stitt, you are doing a great job. We are proud of you, so keep up the great work. Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. You're welcome.
All right. All right, very good. With that, Ms. Robs, let's get a return to court date for Mr. Stitt.
Your Honor, I have January 31st, 2022 at 8:30 a.m.
All right, Mr. Stitt, did you get that?
Yes, Your Honor. January 31st, 2022, 8:30 a.m.
All right, you are in great shape. Good to see you before you leave. Come on, everybody. Let's thank Mr. Stitt for his service. Thank you, Mr. Stitt. We appreciate you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Your
right.
Honor.
Take care of yourself.
You too, Your Honor. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. I'm ready for Mr. McKinley. Mr. McKinley, if you could unmute for me, please. Good morning to you. Oh, you are still muted, Mr. McKinley. Mr. McKinley, you're muted. He's talking, but maybe not to us. Let me just ask him to unmute. If not, I'm going to keep going. All right. That means I'm going to keep going. Do we have Mr. Mansell? No, Mr. Mansell he's going to be on at our next docket, right? Is that right?
Your Honor, he's a face-to-face on this morning.
Oh, okay. All right. I'll call him later. All right. Very good. I'm going to keep going. I have Mr. Rhodes. Mr. Rhodes, let me have you unmute. And then somebody may want to call Mr. McKinley. Wait, Mr. McKinley?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, now there you are. Okay, we were talking to you. You was talking to somebody else.
No, my phone got locked in with the live stream shot, and I had to clear it up. I'm sorry about that.
That's okay. We got you. Let's do it. I have the following for you. I have case number 210-567-6801. State your full name for me, please.
Yes, ma'am. My name is Dennis McKinley.
Good morning to you, Mr. McKinley.
Good morning to you too. Thank you.
All right. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. Thank you for asking.
All right. Very good. Very good. Tell me what you're doing to work your program, to work on you, to stay on track.
Well, thank you. It's been very encouraging. I've been spending quite a bit of time in community service and counseling with Dr. Alexander, and it's been going great. Some things I didn't know about myself, I've learned immensely.
All right, very good. Anything that you can share with us or that you're comfortable with sharing with us that you've learned about yourself?
Well, I'm always comfortable with sharing. And one of the things I learned about myself, and this was a pretty good cliche he told me, he said, you got to rid yourself of the rearview mirror. What you did in the past is not what you're doing now and what you're doing in the future. he said you have to work on ways of bettering yourself and work on ways and changing your old ways and bringing in new ways.
There you go. Keep working at it. You can't keep going back, right?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you.
There you go.
Thank you.
I'm sorry, you broke up a little bit. Tell me that again.
No, I say thank you and thank the staff. I thank everyone in the 36th District team.
All right. And so, Mr. McKinley, have you had any challenges since the last time I've seen you?
No, it's been pretty good. It's going pretty well. Thank you.
Nothing you need us to help you with?
No, I'm doing pretty good right now. Thank you. I appreciate the offering.
All right, very good. Ms. Robs, update us on Mr. McKinley.
Your Honor, Mr. McKinley, as he reported, he's doing extremely well. He's fully compliant. He is currently taking his courses with Dr. Alexander for family reunification of relapse prevention. These courses actually, Your Honor, has been extended. So, which indicates that he's doing extremely well, and they wanted to further engage and explore other therapies that may be of benefit to him. He's VA compliant, he's testing compliant. No issues to report at this time, Your Honor. He's doing a great job.
All right, very good. Mr. McKinley, the mentor.
Thank you, Your Honor. Good morning. Yes, I actually just spoke with Mr. McKinley this morning. Much to my chagrin, I have to spank my own hand. I have not been over to see Mr. McKinley. Like I heard, I will definitely make it a concerted effort to get over there this week to speak with Mr. McKinley. But he has not had any issues to my knowledge, and continue to do what you do, Mr. McKinley.
Thank you.
All right, very good from the attorneys.
Yes, Judge, thank you. Keep up the good work, Mr. McKinney, working on the community service and your counseling. We're proud of you. You should be proud of yourself. We know it's not easy, but you're doing a great job. Stay safe, sir, and Happy New Year to you. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Reed.
And if I might add, Your Honor, Mr. McKinley, you are doing a great job. You come to court and you're always so thoughtful about the past time from between visits with the court. You've given it thought, you've given it consideration, and you are doing this program without problems. Keep up the great work, sir. We are proud of you. Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
All right, very good. Mr. McKinley, do you have any questions for the team at all?
No, and I appreciate the team. I'd like to reiterate, I appreciate the team and all the help they've given me. Say thank you.
All right, very good. Very good. All right, Ms. Robs, what's next?
Your Honor, a return of court date of January 31st, 2022 at 8:30 a.m. on Zoom.
All right, Mr. McKinley, did you get that?
I sure did. Thank you.
All right, before you leave, we want to thank you and to let you know we appreciate your service. So join me in thanking Mr. McKinley. Thank you, Mr. McKinley. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. All right.
Thank you.
All right, be safe. Enjoy the rest of your day. I'll see you in a couple of weeks. Know that we're here if you need us, okay?
Appreciate it. Thank you. Thanks again.
All right, take care. All right, let's now go to Mr. Rhodes. Mr. Rhodes, you ready still? Good morning. I'm gonna have you unmute for me.
Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Rhodes. How are you this morning?
Your Honor, I'm just great. I'm blessed. I'm safe and I'm at ease.
Yes, sir. I love it. I love it. All right, let me place your case number on the record. I have for Michael Rhodes, 200-619-3401. State your full name for me, Mr. Rhodes.
Michael Laverne Rhodes.
All right, Mr. Rhodes. And so tell me what's been going on with you. It seems like I haven't seen you in a while. That's what it looks like to me.
You know what, Your Honor? I've learned how to connect with good spirits. I've learned that change is possible, but it's to the individual who wants to change. You know, out of all the 55 years I've been living, Your Honor, and I have to honestly admit that come to a point in a hole in my life, to my situation and what I've accomplished in life, that it have touched me that I need to change completely. You know, I've changed from what? My activities, I've changed neighborhood, I've changed vehicles, I've changed jobs, but then change start with the inner side. It's
Yeah.
issues, it's situations, it's your mind, it's your heart, all those things. And I've learned that it's possible, but it has to be a consistent, everyday based thing. And it's so ironic, you know, and I got to honestly admit, Your Honor, my employment of where I'm at, I'm a facilitator over a lot of young guys who come here off the streets, just as well as myself, who come here with criminal behavior, just as well as myself. And I couldn't have said in a million years that God had already planned this out. My great nephew was just here and he just completed today. And they gave me a hug and say, Unc, thank you for everything. You know what I'm saying? My words of courage, my words of hope, my words of wisdom, my word of hope and faith, it touched him. He
Yeah.
came here with a gun case, with a record, and his whole mindset. And I had a talk with him. When was that? Sunday night, Saturday night, I had a talk with him. And to see the way that he came in and the way that he leaving, he wants to change. And it was only God sent. Because I have to honestly be honest with you, Your Honor. Right before the law had arrested me, I had ran into him. And he had saw me in a bad shape. And he seen the erotic change in me. And then it gave him hope that he can change. It
Absolutely.
gave him hope he could change. And it touched me so hard, Your Honor. He said, I love you, And I said, I love you too, nephew. And it just was an experience that God places people in people positions and people lives for a reason.
Absolutely. Look at you. You're living the example for the next generation. Mr. Stitt, he talked about that next generation. They're going to be in bad shape if we don't help them out. And so look at you. You're doing your part. Mr. Rhodes, I'm so glad you came into the program. You came in committed to work. And I've not received any concerns from Ms. Robs or from your mentors or anyone on the team. But I do want to hear from Ms. Robs if there are any concerns or if there's anything that I just need to know that's going on with Mr. Rose. He looks like and sounds like he's doing exceptionally well.
Yes, Your Honor, Mr. Rose is, I'm sorry, Your Honor.
I can hear you now.
Mr. Rose is doing really well, Your Honor, extremely well, actually. He's still in treatment. He's at Elmhurst Holmes. He's in compliance. He's undergoing both group and individual therapy. He is also employed there. He's testing compliant. No issues to report at this time with Mr. Rose.
All right, very good, very good. Let me hear from Mr. Rose's mentor.
He doesn't have one, Your Honor. He's drug treatment court.
Well, how did Mr. Rose get on my veterans docket this morning?
I'm not sure, Your Honor.
All right, we're gonna let him slide. We'll let him slide this morning, but make sure going forward that he's on at 9:45. All right, very good. That's all right. All right, let me hear from the other team members.
Yeah, thank you, Judge. Mr. Rhodes, you have a great attitude. I know you have many good days and many good years ahead of you. Stay positive. Keep working the program. We're proud of you. You should be proud of yourself. Stay
Yes,
safe,
sir.
sir. Happy New Year to you. Thank you,
Thank you.
sir.
And if I might add, Your Honor, Mr. Rhodes, that was inspiring what you said this morning. That was wonderful to hear. you should be proud of yourself. You put yourself in the right direction, and I look forward to a whole lot more of Mr. Rhodes and hearing about him. Keep up the
Yeah,
great work. Thank you,
yeah.
Judge.
Thank you. He was supposed to be here this morning. Somebody in the courtroom needed to hear that. That wouldn't be on at 9:45. So you in great shape. It happened the way it was supposed to happen.
Divine order.
Ms. Ross, what do you have next for Mr. Rhodes?
Your Honor, a return to court date of January 31st, 2022 at 9:45 a.m.
All right, very good. All right, Mr. Rhodes, good to see you this morning. Take care of yourself. Continue to work hard. Continue to pour into the lives of those folks that you're going to encounter today. And we'll see you in a couple of weeks, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor. You have a blessed day.
You too. Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
All right. Mr. Adams is in the courtroom, so I'll give you all just a second. And then, all right. And then I'm calling Mr. Adams. All right, do we have Mr. Good morning, Officer Lott?
Good morning, ma'am.
All right, are we ready on Mr. Adams?
Ms. Robbins is trying to sign in the breakout room area, and then we'll
Okay.
have Mr. Adams step up to the podium.
All right, well, I'm gonna keep going while she's doing that. Let's go to Mr. Aldridge. Good morning, Mr. Aldridge. Let me have you take yourself off of mute for me.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good
Can you hear
morning.
me? Okay.
Yes, I can hear you. Let me place your case number on the record. I have case number 210-448-6001. State your full name for me, Mr. Aldridge.
William Edward Aldrich.
All right, good morning to you. How are things going with you, Mr. Aldridge?
They're going fine, Your Honor.
All right, tell me what you've been doing to stay on track and to work your program.
Well, I was assigned, if you will, some homework by Dr. Alexander as a part of the various counseling sessions I had with him, and I've been working on that. I also have been engaged with the VA in terms of working with the Mr. Nelson, and we've had a number of sessions. One of the things that I've learned from my time that I've spent with both Dr. Alexander and Mr. Nelson is that it's important to recognize the triggers that are precursors to negative behavior. Let me say that. In addition to being able to recognize those triggers, because many of us, we just go through life and we don't really realize in some cases why we're doing certain things. It's the triggers that, again, allow us to anticipate when we may be getting ourselves into situations or involved with particular things that don't lead to positive behavior. So again, it's much better to recognize upfront when those things are in front of us and have a plan, frankly, to deal with them. So to me, that's the proactive. Don't let the horse get out of the barn. be able to, again, recognize and avoid, and be able to have strategies that help you deal with those particular situations.
Absolutely. Wonderful. I hope everybody was listening. That's applicable in life in general. You have to know your triggers and have a plan, because life is going to happen and you may get triggered, right? But have a
That's it.
plan. How am I going to respond so that I don't self-destruct, so that I don't let a situation or a person get the best of me? Boy, if we could learn that like around 10, 11 years old and reiterate it, all the way through, boy, we'd be in so much better shape. Just think about your life, just a quick reflection. I'm like, man, if I had thought about that. That's
Right.
some good stuff, Mr. Aldridge. That's some good stuff. All right. How are you feeling about the program in general? Still
I'm fe-
excited to be a part of it and working it?
Yeah, yes, I am. I'm feeling good about it. In fact, as I indicated during our session from the last time, you're never too old to learn. And each encounter that I've had in terms of elements of the program have been a truly beneficial learning experience for me. So I'm very appreciative of being involved in the program. I've been doing a lot of outside reading. Both Dr. Alexander and Mr. Nelson gave me some recommendations in terms of some things that I might research and read, and I've been doing that. And those recommendations have been extremely helpful. So I am elated, if you will, in terms of where I am today relative to where I started before becoming involved with the program.
All right, that's good to hear, Mr. Aldridge. Really good to hear. Is there anything that you need us to help you with? Any challenges you're having that we can be of assistance to you?
No, Your Honor. Things have been going fairly smooth. No news is good news in my case.
Okay.
But no, again, things are going smooth.
All right. Very good. Very good. Miss Robbs, I know we have you running back and forth. What you want to tell us about Mr. Aldridge?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Aldridge is in full compliance, Your Honor. As he reported out, he's taken his courses with Dr. Alexander to address his, the charge that brought him to us, Your Honor. He is in full compliance with the VA. He's in full compliance with testing. Mr. Aldridge keeps me fully abreast with everything that's going on with him. So there is that, there's open communication. He's doing extremely well, Your Honor. No issues to report at this time.
All right, very good. I'll hear from the mentor at this time.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Aldridge, he impresses me because he's always has a good attitude. Always has a smile on his face, and he's never complaining about, about how the things are going. He's always uplifted. He's doing well, and he's in compliance with the program. And actually, from what he just, as he just spoke, he's really teaching me something. And so it's good to know that and he's positive. He's very positive, and that's a good thing. So I just want to encourage Mr. Aldridge to just keep going forward, and keep your eyes on the prize. The way he talked, that you would not think that he was in a program, but this was something that he just was doing and enjoyed doing, and so that's a good thing.
Thank you.
Just continue to keep up the good work. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. Let me hear from the attorneys or any other members of the team.
Yes, Judge, thank you. Congratulations, Mr. Aldridge, a good report. And you're working on the program, and that's good. You have a great attitude. One of the goals of drug treatment court is to help our participants change negative and bad behavior, and you're working on that. You're recognizing your triggers. Keep up the good work. Be safe. Happy New Year to you, sir. Thank you.
And Your Honor, if I might add, Mr. Aldridge, you've always impressed me one who's consistent, and the great part is you're consistently positive in what you do and how you think and how you express yourselves. And that's very encouraging to me, sir. Keep up the great work. Thank you, Judge.
All right, very good. What's next for Mr. Aldridge, Ms. Robs?
Your Honor, a return to court date, January 31st, 2022 at 8:30 a.m.
All right, did you get that, Mr. Aldridge?
I most certainly did, Your Honor.
All right, very good. It's good to see you. Before you leave, I need everyone in the courtroom to join me in thanking Mr. Aldridge for his service to this country and to us. Thank you, Mr. Aldridge. We appreciate you. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. All right, very good. We'll see you in a couple of weeks. We're here if you need us before then, okay?
Thank you.
All right, take care. All right, Ms. Robs, are we ready on Mr. Adams or should we keep going?
Yes, Your Honor, we're waiting on Mr. Adams.
Wonderful, Mr. Adams, join us.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you this morning?
I'm hanging in there.
You hanging in there?
Somebody fussing at me all the time.
All right, sometimes that's what it takes. Sometimes that's what it takes. Somebody fussing at us all the time, right?
Yeah, she works for my sister.
All right, let me place your case number on the record, Mr. Adams. I have case number Z808-1351. State your full name for me, please.
Aaron Frederick Adams.
All right, Mr. Adams. Other than somebody fussing at you all the time, how have you been doing? And what have you been doing?
I've been just hanging around the babies lately since I don't have to work no more. And they keep me on track. Other than her, I'm all right.
Okay, when you say hanging around the babies, what babies you hanging around?
My these babies, I got a 2-year-old and a 7-year-old I had to keep up with now. I'm kind
Okay.
of watching while she go to work.
Look at you. Are you a good babysitter?
I've been babysitting all my life. I used to come from Mississippi up here just to babysit every summer.
Oh, wow.
I
Wow.
love babies. I love babies.
Oh, that's so,
Especially the little one. I like the little one.
oh, aren't they just adorable?
Yeah, the bad one.
Well, I got one for you. I might have one for you. We call him the Dylan, and he is something else.
2 years old?
4, but I don't even know what they call it. I know terrible 2s and some 3s. I don't know what to call him in 4, other than I have to have a whack in the
rides
face.
a hoverboard. She rides a hoverboard at 2 years old.
Oh, no, Dylan can't have it. Wow, that's good. Now, Mr. Adams, I'm glad you're taking care of those babies. How good are you taking care of yourself? How are you
out of school, so I got time.
Okay.
They're
So
out of
now
school right now, so I got time.
they are. All right. Mr. Adams, what are you doing to take care of yourself?
Well, I don't have to do anything now. I'm on disability, so I just stay out of the way.
All right. But are you going to your counseling sessions? Are you going to your testing?
Oh, I do too much testing. I go out there when I don't supposed to be out there.
Okay.
I gotta get it right.
You got to get it right.
But I passed that one of them.
All right. Look at you. How do you feel about working the program, Mr. Adams?
It's working out all right. It's keeping me out of trouble.
Yeah, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. All right. Let me hear what Ms. Robs has to say about you. Ms. Robs?
Yes, Your Honor. As reported, Mr. Adams is doing good. He is set up, Your Honor, for his intake with Detroit Recovery Project, January 20th, 2022, for his intake. He is a veteran, Your Honor, but he's not eligible for those services, so he's going through community mental health. He is complying with his test and the ATS. He is overall compliant, Your Honor. He made sure to get down here. His nephew usually helps him out, but he was at work, so he made sure to be very proactive, got on the bus, made sure to get down here so that he would not miss his court appointment. He's doing really well, Your Honor. In addition to that, he'll be assigned to Mr. Scott as his mentor so that he could get some assistance in that area in terms of support and advocacy. Like no issues to report at this time, Your Honor.
All right, very good, very good. So Mr. Scott, you're gonna take on Mr. Adams for us and mentor him. So make sure you all connect as you usually do. And so very good, very good. Mr. Scott, did you have any questions with respect to connecting with Mr. Adams?
Thank you, Robert. No, I did. I sent Mr. Adams a text this morning along with my card. Hopefully he has gotten that. If he has not, I will resend it to him. In the brief conversation that I had with Ms. Robs, I will also discuss with Mr. Adams to see what we can do about looking at why he's not receiving any services, if it's related to an issue with his discharge or something like that. But I will have that conversation with Mr. Adams directly to find out if we can get underneath that and get him where he needs to be, because I truly believe, as you do, Your Honor, that a veteran is entitled to everything they got coming. So we're gonna make sure that we get it where he needs to be. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, wonderful, Mr. Scott. I appreciate that. I certainly appreciate that. And you're right, veterans are entitled to everything they're supposed to have. All right, Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikens, what do you have for Mr. Adams? Mr. Adams done caught the bus to the courthouse. Ms. Rob, it just don't get any better than that. He wasn't missing his appointment today.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikens, as to Mr. Adams.
Yes, Judge. Good report, Mr. Adams. Keep working the program. Thank you for coming into the court building this morning. We know it's not easy, but you're working the program. We're proud of you. Keep up the good work, sir, and be safe. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Adams.
Yes, and Mr. Adams, you did it like a true veteran. You saw the problem, you overcame the problem, and now you're present to deal with the matter at hand. Congratulations to you, sir, for coming down and just figuring that out. That shows real determination on your part, and we're proud of you for that. Thank you, Judge.
Absolutely, we are, Mr. Adams. I'm sorry.
Gotta keep her from fussing.
All right, do whatever it takes to keep Miss Rouse from fussing.
Yeah.
All right, Mr. Adams, we're proud of you, very proud of Miss Robs. What's next for Mr. Adams?
Your Honor, a return of court date of January 31st, 2022 at 8:30 a.m.
8:30. Okay.
All right, Mr. Adams, did you get that?
I got it.
All right,
I'll be
wonderful. I know you will be. Before you leave that courtroom, I need everybody to join me in thanking Mr. Adams for his service to this country and to us. Thank you, Mr. Adams. We appreciate you. Thank you so much. All right, take care of yourself. All right, let's go to Mr. Henderson, if we're ready. Mr. Henderson, I'm gonna have you unmute for me.
Good morning, Judge Holmes.
Good morning, Mr. Henderson. How are you this morning?
I'm fine.
That's good. That's good. Good to see you. Happy New Year to you.
And Happy New Year to everybody.
All right. Let me place your case numbers on the record. I have the following for you, Mr. Henderson. I have SP 110-4886, counts 1 and 3. I also have U 598-43121. State your full name for me.
Mr. Orlando Maniche Henderson.
All right, Mr. Henderson. They're taking good care of you?
Absolutely. I'm in a new facility. I'm at the Dom.
Oh, you're at the Dom.
Yes, and it's a lot different from Elmhurst home. I'm getting a little better care and everything. And I'm moving forward with Mrs. Rob on paying my ticket. So like I can drive my vehicle and get to work. And I'm also, moving forward with Kevin Scott. And I connected with Mrs. Jones. She's my new caseworker now. and I'm just looking forward to, getting uh, you know, set up with life itself. I know I got a big challenge, saying when I go out there, and I got my feet planted on the ground and I'm headed in the right direction, and I'm not gonna be using beer or blunts anymore.
All right, Mr. Henderson. Very
Yeah.
good. Very
Yeah.
good. Look, I appreciate the fact that you went back and you're getting the services that you need. I want to encourage you to do whatever it takes to get on track and stay on track. You owe that to yourself.
Yeah, I listened to that older guy, you know what I'm saying, that he said something about saying the horse getting out of the stable and everything like that. And you gotta prepare for those things. So, I'm preparing myself because saying things don't always go the way you think it might go. And we got to be ready for those kind of situations, life could, life don't always go the way you want it to. And I'm not trying to, put, too much in front of me that I can't, handle. So I appreciate, Kevin Scott. I appreciate Ms. Ross. I appreciate you too, Mrs. Judge Holmes.
All
And
right.
I just want to do my best, because I do got like a 13-year-old kid, and I don't want to see him end up in the wrong hands or being influenced by, negative thinking.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right, Mr. Henderson. I want to hear from Ms. Robs. I want to hear how Mr. Henderson is doing and where we are, Ms. Robs.
Yes, Your Honor. As Mr. Henderson reported out, Your Honor, after his successful completion from Elmhurst on last week, he is currently at the Dom. He's doing extremely well, Your Honor. He's in full compliance. According to a report per Mr. Kushiri, he's engaged in all individual and group programming, via placement. He's compliant with the rules, as well as he'll be referred for psychiatry for MAT treatment. He will also, Your Honor, be referred to Dr. Alexander to address the family reunification, as he may mention, with regard to his 13-year-old son. He did inquire regarding his license, so I did give him some information, give Mr. Henderson some information with regard to some outstanding tickets that were owed. Outside of that, Your Honor, Mr. Henderson is in full compliance, no issues to report at this time.
All right. Very good. Very good. Mr. Scott.
Yes, thank you, Your Honor. First, let me just preface this by saying that I've worked with Mr. Henderson in the past, and to literally watch his transformation in this process and trust in the process, Your Honor, is truly a testament, just first and foremost, to the compassion of this court and to the exponential level of professionalism exuded by all of you all on his team, Ms. Robbs, attorneys Reed, Mr. Vikings, of course, you, Your Honor. It's just tremendous. It just blows my mind because we had, before Mr. Henderson was even engaged in this process, myself and this case manager had discussed at length getting him to the domiciliary. He didn't want no parts of it at all. So I don't even know who this gentleman is. I think he needs to show his ID, birth certificate, immunization card, and blood type, because I don't even know who this person is. But to watch him have this level of control of his emotions and to be able to articulate it, Mr. Henderson was definitely not in this place several months ago. So Mr. Henderson, I'll laugh and joke with you, but I'm so proud of you, man, and how you have really reined in your emotions and you are able to articulate. It is truly, truly remarkable. You are the epitome of the poster child for this Veterans Treatment Court. Great job, and just keep doing what you're doing.
Absolutely.
All right. Very good. Mr. Reed, Mr. Vikings.
Yes, Judge, thank you. Mr. Henderson, congratulations on a good report. You have a great attitude. It sounds you're in a good place, a safe place, and you're working the program. And stay positive, sir. We are proud of you, and you should be proud of yourself because we know it's not easy. But you're working the program. Be safe, sir. Happy New Year to you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
And Your Honor, for this court's benefit and for Mr. Henderson, I looked at his record. There appears to be some reinstatement fees, sir, that need to be paid. Otherwise, you're doing a great job. There might be an outstanding balance, but not much on one matter. You're in a good spot. So once we all consider that, we'll work as hard as we can to make sure you can get your license at the appropriate time. Okay, but otherwise you're doing a great job and we are proud of you, and that's why we want to take a look at getting your license back, sir. So
Yeah, I
thank
will
you.
take care of those bonds too, so. Yeah,
And
okay,
I'll tell them, yes, we'll figure that out. Thank you. Thank you,
okay.
Judge.
All right. Mr. Henderson, did you have any questions for the team, for any of the team members?
Nope, I think I know which direction I'm headed, and I know what I gotta do as far as paying those tickets. And I talked that over with Mrs. Rob, so I'm in the process of making that happen right now.
All right, very good, very good. Ms. Robs, if nothing else on Mr. Henderson, what's his return to court date?
Your Honor, January 31st, 2022 at 8:30 a.m.
All right, did you get that, Mr. Henderson?
January the 31st at 8:30,
At 8:30, yes, sir.
I'll be there.
Yes, sir. All right, before you leave, I need everyone to join me in thanking Mr. Henderson for his service to this country and to us. Thank you, Mr. Henderson.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yeah. All right, very good, very good. Take care of yourself, okay?
I'll be looking forward to seeing y'all.
All right, couple of weeks. Bye-bye
Okay.
now.
Okay, bye.
All right. Let's go to Mr. Smith. All right, I have the following for Nathaniel Smith, 1-805-732-901. Mr. Smith, please state your full name.
Nathaniel D. Love Smith.
All right. Where did you go? Your screen blacked out.
Oh, no. Oops, let me see. There we go. Eh?
There you go. Good morning to
It's
you.
frozen. Good morning, Your Honor. I'm trying to figure
I
out.
can still hear you though. Can you hear us?
Yes.
Wonderful.
Why is it doing it? I got a new computer, so I'm having technical difficulties.
All right, let's see if you can get that. There's your picture. Leave it just like that. As long as I can
All
hear
right.
you and see it, I know it's
All
you.
right. All right.
All right. Mr. Smith, Happy New Year to you.
Happy New Year, Your Honor.
How did you do during the holidays?
I did well.
Okay.
Yeah, I did pretty good. I handled it well.
What did you do?
We couldn't visit family because that's they said that's one of the times when people are pressured the most, holidays, for far as relapse. But other than that, it was okay because I did see my family recently. So everything's good. Yeah.
All right, very good, very good. And so are they treating you well?
Yes. Yep. I like it here. Everything's going good. Tomorrow I go to Secretary of State, my appointment tomorrow, so I get my license back.
Look at you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm excited about that. It's been so long. But yeah, I followed up with VRE, so I can get back in college. So I got to go up to school, take my campus exam. I got dental scheduled Thursday. I'm pushing 18 months in my clean time. I'm excited about that milestone.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So it's good. A lot of time I have to reflect. Over this time, people always say I'm young, and I always bring it up. And they always hear this, relapse is part of, it's part of recovery. But I'm defining my own story. I like living. I'm happy to take more control of my life. And it's amazing because there's so much that I would have never learned unless I went through the storm about mindfulness and all these techniques and stuff I didn't know that was going on with me mentally before my addiction that I found out now. So, yeah, try to
Yes.
take the best from it.
Look at you, Mr. Smith. Was your family happy to see you, and did they notice anything different about you?
Yes, they said I gained a lot of weight.
In other words, they said you fat, Mr. Smith. No, just
Yes, Your Honor.
family, they just do all kind of stuff,
Yeah.
But did they notice anything about your change in attitude?
Yeah, upper, when they it was a dark time when they saw me. So seeing me, in recovery and doing good and big smile, they said I just need to get a haircut. But they could see the difference in me, Yeah, they could definitely see the happiness and joy in me.
Yes, very good. Very good. All right, how's work going, Mr. Smith?
I'm not working at the moment. I'm looking, but that's why I decided for school, because school actually pays me a stipend. And between the stipend monthly through VRE and the refund, it'll be more than enough to support me while staying here. And I'm looking at the moment, after I complete the 4-month program, going in shared living because it's more financially feasible. So with that and schooling, but I have thought that maybe if I don't get in this semester, I would definitely find a job. And I definitely have a plan B. So
All right.
if I can't get in this semester job, I put in several applications before I decided to go back to school. So I might get a call any day.
All right. Very good. Very good. All right. Miss Robs, what do you want to tell me about Mr. Smith?
Your Honor, Mr. Smith is doing extremely well. He still remains at Lake Ridge Village, where he's undergoing a day program. He's engaging in group and individual therapy. He did make mention, Your Honor, with regard to his Secretary of State appointment to pursue his license as well as college enrollment on his last court date. So we're just looking forward, Your Honor, to that report. He's doing extremely well, Your Honor. I do have plans to meet with Mr. Williams with regard to executing the plan. As he made mention of his plan A and plan B, in terms of employment and maybe some possible things that he can do there while at Lake Ridge to assist in some financial, stability. So he overall, Your Honor, he's doing well. No issues to report from Mr. Smith at this time.
All right, wonderful. Let me hear from Mr. Smith's mentor.
Thank you, Your Honor. Yes, good job, Mr. Smith. So glad that you have, you've had a lot of things in your good proactiveness. I knew you had it in you, so that's great. I'm happy for you. Just taking ownership, and that's what it's about. You're absolutely right. You don't have to you can define your own narrative, and that's, it just empowers you even more. So just keep working your program, Mr. Smith.
All right, very good. Let me hear from the attorneys.
Yes, Judge, thank you. Congratulations, Mr. Smith, on the 18 months clean. We're proud of you. Keep up the good work. And I heard you say you have a plan, and that's great. You have a plan, you have choices, you have alternatives. Keep up the good work, sir, and be safe. Happy New Year to you. Thank you, sir.
New Year. Thank
you. If I might add, Your Honor,
Yes.
Mr. Smith, we are very proud of you.
Excuse me, there is a message for you.
Tell them to wait. Go ahead, Mr. Fikens.
Well, if that was from higher up, Mr. Smith.
Well, maybe not wait, right? There you go.
But otherwise, sir, we are proud of you. Keep up the great work.
Thank you.
All right, very good. Mr. Smith, did you have any questions for any members of the team at this time?
No, Your Honor.
None. All right. Ms. Robs, what's next for Mr. Smith?
Runner, a return of court date for January 31st, 2022 at 8:30 a.m.
All right, very good. Did you get that, Mr. Smith?
No, somebody was talking.
All right.
Can somebody repeat that, please, Your Honor?
Yeah. Go ahead, Ms. Robs.
January 31st, 2022 at 8:30 a.m.
Got it.
All right, very good. Mr. Smith, I want you to keep up the great work you're doing. I love your energy. I love the fact that you're getting up, you're taking good care of yourself. Before you leave, I need everyone in the courtroom to join me in thanking Mr. Smith for his service to this country and his service to us. Thank you, Mr. Smith. We appreciate you. Yes,
Thank you.
sir. All right, take care.
All right, bye.
All right, and so, what did I do? There we go. I think that's everyone except Jeffrey Franklin on the Veterans Treatment Court docket. Where is Mr. Franklin?
I know, Mr. Scott reached out to him on this morning, so he's supposed to be on. I'm not really sure what's going on with Mr. Franklin. He might be at work, which may be one of the issues, but if I can just have a second here, I can try to make contact with him once again.
All right, Mr. Reed?
He needs to turn on his screen, isn't he?
Oh, is he on? I don't know.
He is on.
He's muted. Unmute yourself, Mr. Franklin. Turn on.
And he needs to turn on his camera. We ready to call his
He's,
case?
Your Honor, he just called, he said his video is blocked. Can unmute yourself, Mr. Franklin? Let's see if we can hear you.
Okay.
Okay, I don't have his video blocked. What is he on? Is he on something with his name there?
Yes, Your Honor. His name is showing up on my screen. It says Jeffrey Franklin. He does have his picture coming up.
Yes.
I don't see him on my screen, you all. You all see him?
Yes, sir. I can't unmute.
Okay, why don't you do this? Okay, why don't you log off and then try to log back on in, Mr. Franklin?
All right, very good. And then we'll call Mr. Franklin, and I don't believe I missed anyone else that's on the Veterans Treatment Court docket. Is that correct?
Correct,
That is correct, Judge.
All right, wonderful. And so, let's see. Yep, we're in good shape, and we're kind of on track. Can we let Mr. Franklin in? There. All right. Good morning,
Can you hear
Mr.
me now?
Franklin. Yes, we can hear you. Good morning.
Well, good morning, Judge Holmes.
right.
How are you?
I'm well, thank you. Let me place your case numbers on the record. I have case number SP 105-98852 and case number 134045831. State your full name for me.
Jeffrey Franklin.
All right, Mr. Franklin, Happy New Year to you.
Well, Happy New Year to you too, ma'am. Thank you.
All right, are you off to a good start in 2022?
No, ma'am.
You're not?
No.
Anything we can do to help you?
It's going to require a lot of my effort and the same things that I did before to get where I was. They called me in to speak to me at my job about 2 weeks ago. They said that I wasn't learning the material fast enough, in their opinion. And the trainer who was training me, he just threw me under the bus. He said he had taught and showed me all these things that he had not. He just flat out lied. Anyway, it put a negative impression into the higher up, my real boss. I mean, his boss and my boss. And Friday, they just called me in and just let me go out of the blue. I mean, just like that.
Okay, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah. And it's just, it's going to be a lot of stress. I'm trying to stay positive. I mean, I interviewed and tried 40 different jobs before I got that one. But so I know the process and I know what I need to do to get another, but it's just going to be stressful because I'm wondering how am I going to pay my bills and all this stuff now.
Okay.
So it just happened this past Friday, and it's very traumatic because all my livelihood was dependent on the income from that job. Like I just got a new place. And thanks to that, Mr. Scott got me furniture to go into the new place over the weekend. Well, I should say it was on Wednesday. They delivered it. So that's my challenge. I gotta get another income and get some fast.
All right, Mr. Franklin, thank you for sharing that. I want to encourage you get up, do your part, show up, fill out your applications, do whatever you need to do. Mr. Scott, Ms. Robs, if there are job leads that you're aware of, I know you all are going to share them, but please do, because I want Mr. Franklin to not lose hope. There will be something else for you. You're highly intelligent, you're a hard worker, you're dependable, and all of those things mean something, especially in the midst of a pandemic where we can't get people to work, to do what they're supposed to do, to show up, and all of those things. Those things really mean something. And so I want you to be encouraged that you will indeed find something else, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so what are you doing to handle this kind of news? What are you doing?
Well, first I've been working on my mind just to stay positive. Like I said, it just occurred, it just happened Friday around at the end of the shift. I've tried to look into getting unemployment, but I can't, for some reason it's not working and I can't reach anybody on the phone. I tried this morning. But I'm pretty much a professional at applying for jobs. My resume is already updated. I'll just update the last things in this last position. I'm hooked into all of the job boards, Indeed, Career Builder, and a couple of the others for technical fields. And I get notifications, when things are coming up. And I had been offered several interviews while I was working, but I turned them down because I told them I was gainfully employed. So I'm going to go back and retrack those people that called me, see if I can reach their companies or whatever, go back through their old emails when they reached out to me. So that's where I'm starting at this morning.
All right, very good. That's a good starting place. That's a really good starting place. Mr. Scott, is there anything that you can assist him with as far as pointing him in the direction of employment opportunities?
Thank you, Your Honor. Yes, when Mr. Franklin spoke with me, I told him exactly what you said. I know he was very obviously disappointed and devastated because he was not expecting it. And the first thing I asked him, Mr. Franklin, you went to work every day, you showed up on time, you worked hard. Did you do your best? He said, yes. I said, then what else can you do? I mean, that's what else can you do, Mr. Franklin? You showed them that it's their loss, not theirs. So I was just as irate as he was. So what I did that Friday, I reached out to a young lady who works in our department who procures a lot of good jobs for veterans. So I sent her an email. I will follow up with him. And I told Mr. Franklin literally exactly the same thing you said, Your Honor. I'm not going to allow you to wallow in this because you bring too much to the table. This is it's unfortunate, but it ain't the end of the world. I'm not going to let you stay stuck or none of that. So yeah, I'm definitely going to provide Mr. Franklin with all of the job leads that I have coming through the VA. So he won't be out of a job long.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Scott. Did you hear that, Mr. Franklin? I see you smiling.
Oh, yes, ma'am.
I
Yes,
love
ma'am.
that.
Yes, ma'am.
Listen, everything happens for a reason. I firmly believe that. And when we get up and do our part, even when the darndest things happen, okay? I have lived long enough to know that if I still show up and do my part, give it my best, something's got to happen. Something's got to change. A door's got to open. I might have to turn 20 knobs, but I'm gonna keep turning because that my opportunity may be on that 21st knob, and so I can't quit.
Right.
So
That's right.
I just want to encourage you to get up and keep going. Thank you, Mr. Scott. I know he's in good hands. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I do. All right, Miss Robs. I don't know. I don't think I heard from you. Miss Robs, I'm sorry.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Franklin is, outside of what he reported today, Your Honor, he is in compliance, with testing, and he is still engaging with Emmanuel House. I'm just encouraging, Mr. Franklin to reach out for, assistance and support in terms of, your current loss with Emmanuel House. For some possible interventions and or support. Your Honor, he's in good standing. I don't have any issues to report from Mr. Franklin on this morning.
All right, very good, very good. Mr. Reed, Mr. Vikens?
Yes, thank you, Judge. Mr. Franklin, you have a great attitude. Keep up the good work. Judge, I'm trying to remember the graduate that we had from drug treatment court who had a business and he was always looking for people to hire. I can't think of his name right now, but I believe he was a friend of Mr. Griffin.
Yes,
And
and I'm mad that I can't think of his name, but it will come to me.
he was a good resource for employment, and I would like to see this, Mr. Franklin referred to that gentleman, but I just cannot think of his name now. Mr. Franklin, one door closes, another door opens. So keep up the good faith that you have. I know you're going to find employment, and I hope that gentleman comes back to me, but I can't think of it now. He was a participant in drug treatment court, graduated, and was always looking to help people with employment. Thank you, Mr. Franklin. Be safe.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Your Honor, if I might add, Mr. Franklin, I'm sorry that you're going through this, although quite frankly, I'm looking at that job you left and thinking if it's that bad already, if they're throwing you under the bus already, this might turn out to be one of the better moves you've made. So I just stay encouraged, sir. You don't know what's planned next, but it sounds like you're participating in that plan really well. So keep up the great work, sir. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, very good. Mr. Franklin, do you have any questions for the team?
No, not really. I have the right direction from you guys, what I should do and how I should maintain my sobriety, maintain a positive attitude, get back on track, because it's going to throw me off with my finances, but it's not going to affect me for at least a month or so. So I have at least a month to get another income.
There you go.
I'm just grateful to be a part of the drug treatment court and be the recipient of all the auspices and the good advice you guys are giving me and helping me with my life. Thank you.
Yes, so we're glad you're here, Mr. Franklin. We are glad you're here. All right, Ms. Robbs, what's next for Mr. Franklin?
Yes, Your Honor, a return to court date for January 31st, 2022 at 8:30 a.m.
All right, did you get that, Mr. Franklin?
Yes, ma'am. January 31st this year at 8:30 a.m.
All right, very good, very good. If nothing else, I need everyone in the courtroom to join me in thanking Mr. Franklin for his service to this country and his service to us. Thank you, Mr. Franklin. We appreciate you. We certainly do. All right, and you'll be up and going before that month is out, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, very good. Take care. Be well.
Thank you too. Bye-bye.
All right. I believe that ends the Veterans Treatment Court docket. And so I want to thank Mr. Scott and Mr. Parker, our mentors. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for what you do behind the scenes. We appreciate you and your service to not only this country, but to us and the people who we have entrusted to your care. So thank you so much. I will tell you all that I'm planning to be off next Tuesday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday of next week. And so Mr. Scott and Mr. Parker, we will make sure we communicate to you all ahead of time what that looks like, okay? With respect to our Veterans Treatment Court. So Ms. Robbs, if you could just make a note of that. We need to make sure we communicate what that looks like, and we'll talk about that as a team later, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, very good. Everybody do well, and I'll see you not next week, but the week after, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor. Take care, everybody.
Take care. All right, Ms. Wilson, before you let everyone in, I'm going to take a quick break, but I want to make sure that, get them together, get their names and all of that good stuff. And then I'll be ready. I just need like about 5 minutes, and then I'll be ready to proceed with the docket, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you can let everybody in.
Thank you.
gentleman on the Galaxy A10, what's your name, please?
Mario Rice.
Thank you, Mr. Rice.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Ms. Wilson?
Yes.
Glennis Billingsley is actually our graduate, Mr. Cornelius Crowell.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Wilson. How are you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm fine.
Thank you. Mr. Bass, I need you to stay muted, please. Thank you. Young lady on the Galaxy Note 8, what's your name, please? The lady on the Galaxy Note 8, what's your name?
This is Sharon McKinney.
Okay, thank you. You're for one of the clients?
Yes, recovery coach for Tina Nolan.
Okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
All right, court is back in session. Thank you for your patience. I'm ready to get started. I am going to start with, I know we have our graduate today, so I'll do the graduate first. All right. Let's do it. Good morning to everyone. And then Ms. Nolan, you are next on deck, okay? All right, very good. Let's start with Mr. Crowell. I have case number Z8060341. Mr. Crowell, if you could unmute and state your name for me, please.
Mr. Cornelius Irwin Crowell.
All right, good morning to you, Mr. Crowell.
Good morning, Your Honor.
How are you this morning?
Hey, great, blessed, feeling good. How are you?
I am doing very well, doing very, very well. This is it for you today, Mr. Crowell.
Yes, it is. Well, it's just phase one. I got some more phases to go through, so it's not it. I'm just getting started.
All right. Very good, very good. Yes, you are, because you have a lot of life ahead of you, right?
Yes, I do.
All right, very good. Miss Cleveland is going to present you on this morning. Miss Cleveland, I'm going to have you place your appearance on the record, and then you may present Mr. Crowell.
Yes, ma'am, Your Honor. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, I can.
Toshi Cleveland, case manager for Sobriety Court, and for our graduate, Mr. Cornelius Irvin Crowell.
All right, Miss Cleveland, tell us about it.
Thank you, Your Honor. I respectfully move this court to discharge Mr. Cornelius Crowell from probation for the following reasons. Mr. Crowell has successfully completed all conditions of sobriety court to include over 40 hours of community service, completion of the ARM program, and all the other requirements as ordered by the Honorable Shannon Holmes. Mr. Crowell has submitted his exit survey, and he did receive the necessary aftercare information. We all congratulate Mr. Crowell on his exceptional progress throughout the specialty court program and wish him continued success in the future.
All right, thank you very much, very much. All right, Ms. Mack, if you could run Mr. Crowell, just make sure he has no other outstanding matters at 36th District Court and that everything is paid, that would be great. All right. Thank you. Mr. Crowell, I want to hear from you. What have you learned through this experience?
Oh, wow. It's so much, Your Honor. Opened my eyes to a lot. I really want to say, first of all, I thank God so many times for the specialty court. You guys have helped me in ways I can't explain. Opened up a whole new world for me. I really want to say I was dealing with a lot of things and I didn't know how to deal with them. So basically I wasn't dealing with them. I just had some issues that I didn't know how to deal with. And thanks to you guys, now I have some resources. I have some people I can talk to. I have some numbers I can call. And I didn't have that. And it's totally different from like talking to family members. Sometimes you need to talk to someone else. And I got that. I found that in sobriety court. And it helped me so much. And that was part of the reason why I got caught up in what I got caught up in here. But, you know, when I looked at it, it didn't take me long to realize that it was all God's doing. Something I needed.
Mm-hmm.
And as they say, God do things for those that can't do them for themselves. And that's exactly what he did for Mr. Crowell. And I thank you guys so much.
All right. I hope that you have learned and you will take advantage of the resources that we have presented to you, and that you won't ever come this way again, not for a case, but maybe to encourage someone that they can get it done. You've always had a pleasant attitude. I see you all dressed up this morning, Mr. Crowell. I see you. You look nice. You look
Thank you,
nice.
Your Honor.
You know, I want to know, did you set that wedding date? You know, I want to know. And you need to set it and just do it because, you know, we don't, after you get over 40, we don't stay engaged, but for 2 minutes. Because that's just how life works. All the men are kind of looking like, what? Yeah, but the women understand. They don't do that. So, Mr. Crowell, this new you doing well. You have so much to offer the world. I want you to go and be great. Absolutely.
Thank you,
Definitely.
Your Honor. Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you, Your Honor. I intend on doing some helpful things. I got a few projects already that I've been kind of working on with some folks. I can actually be a speaker somewhere, you know, and somebody said that to me, man, you can be one of us. And I said, yeah. They said you dress like one of us, but he don't know. I have learned. And I got some folks now that I'm trying to help on some issues that they have with an addiction or two. And hey, Jan, I'm gonna tell you something, and I gotta say this. Because experience, I have experienced something that I never thought I would. And I have a friend of mine that's going through something, and for years he's been going through something, and I've been trying to tell him, especially since I've actually went through this program, and I know now, not from hearsay, I know now. And I told him, and I didn't mean to hurt his feelings but I had to be truthful because that's the only way I was going to do what I did in this program. I had to be truthful to myself. So I let this friend of mine know. Unfortunately, the only way you're going to get yourself together is if something really heavy go down with you, because 30 days of being clean is not going to do it.
Right.
You know, and he in and out of these 30-day things. I said, man, you're going to have to, some going to have to happen to you for real for you to get the big picture, because you're not getting it. And hey, it was just the truth.
Well, make sure you encourage him. Make sure encourage him. He doesn't have to wait for something big to happen. There are resources available. There's help available, and people just have to reach out and grab it. And there are folks that will help him to get on the right track. And so I'm just glad that you made sure that you decided to do it and you stayed on that track. And I hope you stay on track for years to come. Let me hear from the attorneys. Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikens.
Yes, Judge. Thank you, Judge. I will be making a motion in this case, a motion to close with improvement. We can't dismiss it because it's a drinking and driving case. But before I make that motion, I'd like to make a few remarks, if I may. Congratulations, Mr. Crowell, on a job well done. Drug treatment court is not easy. It's not intended to be easy. You've done everything the court has asked you to do: drug testing, counseling, community service, paying money, the arms, alcohol, highway safety. You did it all. Congratulations. You should be proud of yourself. Keep up the good work and be safe, Mr. Crowell. Just now, I would like to make the motion, if I may. I've moved that the following case, Z 8060341, be closed with improvement. Can't dismiss it, drinking and driving case, but I'd make that motion. And keep up the good work, Mr. Crowell. Be proud of yourself. We are proud of you. Thank you, Judge.
Thank you, Mr. Fikens. Thank you.
And Your Honor, if I might add, Mr. Crowell, sir, first of all, of course you could be a good speaker. You'd be a great speaker, and you ought to think about that, because you know how to say the words and put them together and think about them. Secondly, while I was sitting here listening to you, I was thinking about, I wish we had a videotape of Mr. Crowell back when he first started. And not only so you could see back then to see what changes were made, but I wonder what that person back then would have said about seeing the Mr. Crowell today. He might have said, no, that's not me, that's Hollywood fakery or something, but you've done it, sir. You put it together. You've proven to yourself that you can do it. And that's probably the most important thing, at least it is to me. So congratulations, sir. Do well in life. We look forward to seeing you again. Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. I appreciate that so much.
All right. Then I am going to, with that, I'm going to grant Ms. Cleveland's request, and I'm going to grant Mr. Reed's motion. I'm closing the case with improvement. Ms. Mack, are there any other outstanding matters?
Judge, there are no outstanding matters for Mr. Crowell. He is all set to go.
All right, wonderful. Then I need everybody in the courtroom to join me in congratulating Mr. Crowell on his successful completion.
Yay.
Congratulations, Mr. Crowell. Yes,
Thank
sir.
you.
Congratulations. All
Thank
right,
you.
Mr. Crowell, you'll get your certificate and your closing documents in the mail. It's been a pleasure to work with you. Go and be great.
Thank you, Your Honor. I appreciate it so much. I told you I wanted to do this with flying colors, so
And
I
you
feel
did.
real good. Feel real good.
There you go. You
Got
did
some
it.
other things to do. So
Keep
if
going.
you see me again, it'll be saying, "Hey, Judge, how you doing? This is that invitation."
There. All right. I'll be waiting on it.
All righty, it's coming.
All right. Take care, Mr. Crowell.
Thank you, Your Honor. You too.
All right. Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right. Miss Nolan, we are ready for you.
Good morning.
Good morning, Miss Nolan. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you.
Very good. Very good. I have the following for you. I have case number 200-612-9102. State your full name for me, please.
Tina Marie Nolan.
All right, Miss Nolan. Things are going well.
Yes, they are. I got a job. Today
You got
is
a
60
job.
days. Yes, I started last Thursday.
Where are you working, Miss Nolan?
At a cashier in a grocery store.
Look at you. How does it feel to get up and go every day?
Well, I don't go every day. It's just part-time because I got too many things to juggle, too many things I got to do, go drop and, my blows and stuff like that. But it's part-time and that's good for right now.
Look at you. Very good. Very good. How are you doing with working the program?
Very well. Very well. Today is 60 days.
60 days. Look at you. Very good. Yeah, Miss Nolan. Wonderful.
Yes, I've been doing all the things I'm supposed to do. That's about it. I'm doing really good. Feeling really good. I'm doing real good.
All right. How's the home life going?
Good. Real good.
All right. Everybody's supporting you on this journey?
Absolutely.
Cheering you on?
Absolutely.
I
They're
need
really
you
happy.
to.
Yes.
All right. Very good. Have you had any struggles, any challenges that we need to help you with?
No, I haven't as of yet. No, and I hope I don't, but I'm sure there will be. But no, it's pretty good.
Very good, Miss Nolan. Tell me something you've learned since the last time I've seen you.
Ooh, I've learned all kinds of stuff. I've learned to stay focused on the things that I need to do. Just keep working towards what I need to get to and work on me. And that's what I'm doing.
All right. Very good. You have Miss McKinney with you today?
Yes, I do.
Miss McKinney, good morning to you. Happy New Year to both of you.
Thank you.
Thank you, same to you.
All right. What do you have for me, Miss McKinney, on Miss Nolan?
Miss Nolan, and I apologize. I had to get my doorbell from stopping ringing, but I apologize. She is doing exceptionally well. She had a couple of hiccups where she had some concerns, but she conquers them. When it comes to asking her, rather now she needs help, she might ask for some direction or an opinion on something. We had made plans to go out and make a meeting. And it was some uncertainties about her job schedule and having to drop and things like that. And she was like, well, look, I'm gonna still make this meeting. I wanna make another one later on. So we just made it possible for her to make it. So she's doing everything she needs to do and she wants it for herself. And that's the best part of this, is that she wants it herself.
Definitely the best part of this. You want it for you. Very good. Very good. All right. Who has Miss Nolan's case? Is that you, Miss Robbs?
Yes,
All
Your
right.
Honor.
What do you want me to know about Ms. Nolan?
Your Honor, as reported by both Ms. Nolan and Ms. McKinney, Ms. Nolan is doing extremely well. She's in compliance, Your Honor, with her testing at ATS, no missed screens, all negative screens. She is engaging in her outpatient treatment services at Shear House. She's doing extremely well, Your Honor. She did make mention to me on today about having to change her court date due to her therapy sessions on Tuesday.
Okay.
So she did make mention, so I did let her know that I will bring that up in court today. But outside of that, Your Honor, as she reported, she got 60 days clean. She's doing extremely well, keeping me fully updated. No issues to report at this time.
All right, very good. And we certainly don't have a problem with changing the court date to accommodate any treatment that she's getting. So let's do that today, Ms. Robs.
Yes,
All
Your Honor.
right. Anything from any of the other team members?
Yes,
Oh,
Judge,
I'm
thank
sorry,
you.
Ms. McKinney.
Miss Nolan and I also, she had expressed an interest in being able to go out and experience some sober activities, which sometime take her past her curfew. So she did ask me about whether or not how she should address that. And I didn't hear that mentioned. And I was just wondering if that was something that she'll be able to do.
Ms.
As far
Rob.
as
Your Honor, I've had a conversation with Ms. Nolan on this morning with regards to that, Ms. McKinney, so she knows what she can.
Okay.
What she can do in terms of her sober activity and how we're gonna work that out with regard to her curfew. So she's all set with regards to the sober activities.
Okay.
Okay, very good. All right, Mr. Reed, go right ahead.
Thank you. I wanted to congratulate you, Ms. Nolan, on the new job. Also,
Thank you.
congratulations on the 60 days clean. You're working the program. You said you could work the program. We know it's not easy, but we're proud of what you're doing, and you should be proud of yourself also. Stay safe, Ms. Nolan. Happy New Year to you. Thank you, Judge. Thank you, Ms. Nolan.
Your Honor, if I might add, Ms. Nolan, that you are making great strides. 60 days clean, new job. Your heart's into it, and that's great to see. So keep up the great work, man. We're proud of you. Thank you, Judge.
All right, very good. If no questions regarding Ms. Nolan, Ms. Robs, what do we have next for Ms. Nolan?
Your Honor, and I made sure to contact those individuals because I made a mistake, Your Honor, and gave the date of January 31st as a Tuesday. But for Ms. Nolan, it will be January 31st, 2022, that Monday at 8:30 a.m.
Wait, hold on. So the 31st, give me one
Is a
second.
Monday. Yes,
That
Your Honor.
31st is a Monday. So all of the dates we gave for the veterans needs to be changed to
February 1st.
February 1st. Okay, Miss Mack. We have to get those veteran dates changed in the system. Ms. Robs, work with Ms. Mack. So my docket is not all jacked up.
Yes, sure.
Yes,
So we'll
Judge, I've already talked to Ms. Ross about it. I made a note of it.
all right, thank you. So Ms. Nolan, you'll return on January 31st, 2022, and that will be at 8:30, Ms. Robs, is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Right, very good. Thank you so much. Continue to do well, Ms. Nolan. You're doing a great job.
Thank you.
All right, take care. Thank you, Ms. McKinney.
You're welcome.
All right, give me 1 second, please, team. All right, sorry about that. That was a call from the court that I needed to take. Let's go, let's keep going to where's Mr. Rice? There he is. All right, Mr. Rice, unmute for me. I have the following case number Z 8066581. Mr. Rice, state your full name for me.
Mario Lee Rice. Good
All right,
morning.
Mr. Rice, good morning. I heard you under the weather.
Yeah, I'm doing better now.
You
I'm
are.
doing a lot better.
You always have such a positive attitude.
Yeah, because I got to work through it. I got to keep it going. I can't let it get me down.
There you go. There you go, Mr. Rice. You got to fight back.
I am. I'm always going to do that. Like I say, with the help of you guys, I got something to fight for.
There you go. How are you doing on your journey?
I'm doing very well. I've just been staying away, like I say, since I was under the weather. I stayed in the house, just been eating and staying away. I made my doctor's appointment. I had to make that for my surgery. I will be coming up on my surgery next month or the month after. I will know within a week or so.
All right, very good. And you'll keep your case manager informed, Miss Cleveland. You'll keep her informed, right?
Yes.
Give me 1 second. This is the office calling again. Give me one.
Yes, ma'am. Excuse me.
All right. I'm sorry about that, Mr. Rice. Let's do it. All right. So what were you saying to me? You talked about that you just kind of stayed away during the holidays because you were under the weather. But did you, even though you stayed away, did you engage in some good practices while you were by yourself and isolated from your family?
Well, yeah, I basically was just reading a few books, and I did some crossword puzzles, but I was just basically reading, going over some of the stuff that I was going over when I was in Elmer's home. I still have my red book, so I was just reading the little scripts, keeping myself motivated and more aware on what I still have to do.
All right. Very good. Very good. How's your son doing?
He's doing good. Unfortunately, I ain't want him around me, but we talked every day. He's
Right.
he's working now, so I ain't really seen him in the last few weeks because he's working. So, but I
Oh,
talked to him.
all right. Tell him I asked about him and I'm still counting on him to be that cheerleader
I
outside the
always,
courtroom, okay?
I always let him know. It always put a smile on his face when I say you asked about him.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. Did you have any struggles, any obstacles that we can help you with?
No, ma'am. Just basically just need you guys prayer and everything for my surgery. And other than that, I'm taking it day by day, one step at a time, trying to meet that goal and some.
All right, Mr. Rice. Let's continue to do that. Miss Cleveland, what you want to tell me about Mr. Rice?
It's Miss Holmes. I mean, Miss Robs.
Miss Robs, why I'm saying Miss Cleveland, because I'm looking, she's dead and she moved to the middle of my screen. Come on, Miss Robs. And Miss Robs just letting me. Miss Robs. Come on, Miss Robs. What you got for me?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Rice is doing well, Your Honor. He did, he was under the weather. I made sure to communicate that, Your Honor. We are looking to move forward with that soon to get him back into the swings of his order. Outside of that, Your Honor, he is still doing well. We do need to follow up once he goes to the doctor for the follow-up, then we can resume his regular order and get him back on track in terms of the things that he needs to do in order to progress forward. But outside of that, Your Honor, no issues to report from Mr. Rice at this time.
All right. Very good. Very good. All right. Then let me hear from the attorneys.
Yes, thank you, Judge. Thank you. Mr. Rice, I hope you're feeling better. A good report today. You're working the program. Great attitude.
Yes, sir.
Be proud of yourself. We know it's not easy, but
Yes,
you're
sir.
doing it. We are proud of you. Keep up the good work. And again, I hope you feel better. You're not alone. There's so many people out here who are not feeling good today, but hope you feel better. Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
If I might, Your Honor, Mr. Rice, you always have a good attitude, as Mr. Reed said, the judge said. You always come with a smile. I've enjoyed and will keep enjoying working with you because you're a great inspiration to us. So keep up the good work, sir.
Thank you. You guys are too. Thank you very much.
All right. Very good. If you don't have any questions, Mr. Rice, we're going to get your return to court date. Do you have any questions?
I just want to say with the young guy that was before me, and I respect him what he say. When you go through something, and you have it and it's presented to you in a good way, it is a very good feeling. And I can understand, try to tell him that, thank him for helping to reach out to help somebody else, because I'm doing the same.
There you go. I love it. It's contagious. Just
Yes,
like,
it
you know
is.
what, bad behavior and negativity is real contagious, right? It
Yes,
spreads
it is.
like the plague.
It
I
just
want to
feels,
do the same thing, the opposite. Good
right.
behavior,
It
positive
feels
things
good.
can be contagious too.
Yes, it feels good to know. It feels good to know that you don't have to worry about none of that anymore. You're going for a good cause and a good goal. So the other stuff don't even bother me. I don't even look towards it or look back at it. I just keep moving.
Keep moving. All right,
Keep
Mr.
moving.
Rice, keep moving. All right, Ms. Robs, keep us up to date with respect to, I know Mr. Rice mentioned the surgery. We'll talk about it in
I'll,
staffing. And
if
so,
it's okay, I can send her the paperwork as well. I do have my paperwork. I can fax it over to her.
okay,
And
she'll
that
get
way
with
you
you and
can
let
get
you
it.
know what she needs. Okay, Mr. Rice?
Yes,
All
ma'am.
right. And then she'll update me. I don't want to put your medical stuff out here on live on YouTube. So
Okay.
we'll talk about it in staffing. And
Yes.
so with that, Ms. Robs, what's the return to court date for Mr. Rice?
Your Honor, it will be that Tuesday, February 1st, 2022 at 9:45 a.m.
All right. Did you get that, Mr. Rice?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Wonderful. Thank you so much. Good to see you. Hang in there. Continue to feel
Yes, ma'am.
better. Okay.
Yes, ma'am, I will. Happy New Year to you guys, and y'all have a blessed day.
You do the same. All
Thank
right.
you.
Thank you. All right. Let's go to Miss Cameron. Miss Cameron, if you could. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
How are you this morning, Miss Cameron?
I'm okay. I'm sleepy, but I'm okay.
I see you over there just yawning. You know, yawning is contagious. I'm like, she
I'm
gonna make me
sorry.
yawn. I can't watch her. If I
I'm
watch,
sorry. I'm trying to get my sleep schedule together because I just got my schedule to start at Chrysler Thursday. So
look
I'm a
at you,
little
ma'am. You got your schedule. What are your hours at Chrysler?
right now for orientation. I work Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, off Sunday, and go back Monday and Tuesday. And I start at 7 in the morning, and I'll be done by 5:30.
5:30 p.m.
Yes.
Look at you. Are you
But
excited?
that's yeah, I'm excited. That's just my orientation hours. When I actually start my actual schedule after training, I'll be doing 6 days a week, 12-hour shifts.
Oof. All right. You young, little hard work has never killed a young person. I
You're
don't
right
know.
about that.
I don't know anybody that's died from some hard work. I used to get so angry when my mother used to say that to me. I'm like, there are people that die from working too hard.
Okay.
But I don't know any. That's the point. And she didn't either, right?
Right.
So look, you can do it. We're gonna work with you. You still have to work your program, but we're gonna work with you. The main thing you have to do is stay in communication. We can't
Okay.
help you if we don't know. And you can't
Okay.
just do whatever and tell us after the fact. That ain't gonna fly. So you
I
gotta
know.
work with us and communicate, okay?
Okay.
All right, let me place your case numbers on the record real quick. I have case number Z8083171 and case number Mr. Fikens, Mr. Reed. This second case, is this a civil infraction? Case number 217318781.
No, Judge, it appears to be a misdemeanor.
Okay.
According to just the coding, I haven't looked at the ticket, but I will.
All right.
The
I don't
coding-
understand the little description that they have on the docket, so that's why I'm asking. Okay.
Yes, I understand. That's confusing. I'll
Yes.
look at-
All right. Very good. Let me have you state your name for me, Miss Cameron.
My name is Ariel Cameron.
All right. Very good. Very good. I'm excited about you going to work for Chrysler. How are you
Thank
doing with
you.
working? How are you doing with working this program you're in with us?
It's cool. I started with a new program called All Wellbeing that's in Grosse Pointe. I go to therapy. I got a Zoom therapy meeting tomorrow. I've been tuning in to my Zoom group meeting with Mr. Thomas Black, so that's going good for me. This company is I'm not trying to talk about the people, but it's more beneficial than the last company that I was with. So it's working out for me real well.
All right, very
I'm
good.
able to get some more things off my chest and not be so stressed out. Like the guy was saying earlier, sometimes it's better to talk to somebody else that's not family, because sometimes family won't tell you the truth because they try to protect your feelings and your emotions. And sometimes it's good to hear exactly what you need to hear.
Absolutely, absolutely, very good. Who were you with before All Well-Being?
I don't want to say the wrong thing.
Okay,
It's some
don't say,
letters.
don't say it. That's okay. Miss Robs, you can send it to me, chat it to me. Because when people raise concerns, or not so much even raise concerns, but she just said something that triggered, okay, we need to follow up and see why it wasn't a good fit, to make sure, you know, that we're giving the best product to the people who we're servicing, okay?
Right.
Okay, sometimes it's just not a good mix. But sometimes it's, you know, we need to do some tweaking, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, very good, very good. All right, Miss Robs. And so, before I go to Miss Robs, Miss Cameron, have you had any issues with anything that you need us to help you with?
No, I've been fine. I just got to get my sleep schedule together, but that's a personal issue. So
Okay, get that sleep schedule together, ma'am. You getting ready to do 12 hours a day. Get it together. Get it
Yes.
together, young lady. All right, very good. You have any questions for the team today, Miss Cameron?
No, I'm fine.
No. All right, let me hear from Miss Robs, and if you have some questions later, by all means, be sure to ask them.
Okay.
Yes, Your Honor. Ms. Cameron, as she reported, Your Honor, is doing extremely well. Congratulations to Ms. Cameron on her job, beginning her job at Chrysler. She's testing compliant at ATS, negative screens, no mistesting. She is compliant with her outpatient at Grosse Point, All Well-Being. Your Honor, she always maintains communication with me. She keeps me abreast with things that are going on. I have no issues with Miss Cameron. She's doing really well, Your Honor, at this time.
All right, very good. From the other team members, the attorneys?
Yes, Judge, thank you. Congratulations, Ms. Cameron, on the job.
Thank you.
I know you're going to do well. You're going to be successful. We talked when you came into the program. We went over the court's order. You said you could do it. You are doing it. We know it's not easy, but you're doing a great job. If you have any questions, anything we can help you with the job and the hours, feel free to ask, talk to your case manager, stay in touch. We're proud of what you're doing. And thank you. Be safe and Happy New Year to you, Miss Cameron.
Thank you. Same to you.
All right.
Your Honor, if I might add, Ms. Cameron, when Mr. Reed and I were young, if you got a job at Chrysler or Fords or GM, you were kind of set for life. We were always looked up to those people. I know that might not be the same anymore, but it's a great accomplishment of what you've done, young lady, and keep up the great work.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
All right, very good. If no questions from you, Miss Cameron, and nothing else from the team, let's get a return to court date.
Your Honor, it will be Tuesday, February 1st, 2022 at 9:45 a.m.
All right, does that work for you, Miss Cameron?
Yes, since my first few days, this first week that I go in up until Monday is just orientation. So once I get my actual schedule, I'm gonna get with Ms. Robs and let her know how that goes.
Okay. All right, very good, very good.
Thank you.
We will see you on February 1st. Do well, continue to do well.
Thank you. Everybody have an amazing day.
You do the same. Thank you, ma'am.
Bye-bye.
All right, let's go to Mr. Bass. Good morning, Mr. Bass.
Good morning.
How are you this morning?
I'm all right. Blessed.
Yes, you
Yeah.
are. All right. Let me place your case number on the record. I have case number 20059969901. Mr. Bass, state your full name for me.
Terrence Bass.
All right. How are things going with you?
Oh, everything is going as planned. It's just a lot to say, but it's going good. Everything I'm catching up with my meetings. I haven't missed a drop. Um, I've been dropping real clean like for the last few months. It's just like the whole program been helping me out. Like I couldn't believe I even was able to do it, but I'm doing it, and I'm keeping my job. Like when my car was down for like 2 weeks, I still managed to make it to work and make it to my drops. But now I'm back on the road, and it's even easier for me to get to where I gotta get to because my car back up and running. So
Look,
now I have to I have to pay my court fees down, and I should be I should be doing greater like in no time. I just gotta keep working and keep going good, like what's going on now. Yeah.
Mr. Bass, I want to
Yeah.
congratulate you. You said it. I didn't think I could do it, and I'm surprising myself. I'm getting it
Yeah.
done. You can
Yeah.
do it, Mr. Bass.
Yeah. I actually
Yeah,
can.
you
Yeah.
can. Very good. I
Yeah,
love
thanks to
it.
y'all too. Yeah, y'all been a big help in my life. I want to thank all y'all for helping me and encourage me to do better. And even the meetings been coming in handy. Like everybody in there, they all going through different situations, and everybody be outspoken and saying how it's like helping their life, and also it's helping my life that knowing people going through the same thing I'm going through, and they, you know what I'm saying, they getting through it. They still pushing, you know. So
They getting through it. There you go.
yeah,
They are getting through it. And so,
yeah.
and they keep pushing. Yes, sir. Do you notice
Yeah.
anything different about yourself, Mr. Bass, since you've been with us?
Yeah, I've been handling a lot of stuff that I didn't know I can handle. Like I got my health insurance. I'm getting help from the human service office. They finna help me find a house, and they supposed to be helping me fix the rest of my car, like the rest that's messed up on it. Um, it's a lot that I learned, like because I'm not just thinking of negative stuff. I'm just going positive all the way out. Yeah. And I've been looking, searching for a better job, but this job I have now is still like been helping me get through life. But I'm still looking for a second job also, so I can you know, finish paying everything I need to pay and just better my life for real. Like
Where'd you go? There you are. Yes, Mr. Bass. Yes. And so I'm just glad that you are receiving the help that's available out there. A lot of times people don't know there are resources out there to help you when you
yeah, it
you hit
is.
a rough spot in life. But you got to get up and do your part, right?
Right. Yep. You got to get
Yep.
up and do it yourself. Yep.
There you go. I am very proud of you, Mr. Bass. I am.
Thank you.
What'd you do
Thank
for
you.
the holidays? What'd you do over the holidays?
Just nothing. Kick it with a couple family members, and really was staying to myself a lot because the virus rate went up, and we was also talking about that in the meeting that you can barely see your family because of the increase of the COVID, and people that's not testing. Then there's some people that's testing. Then there's some people that's not want to test because it's giving you the virus. And then there's some people that's taking the test because they they have to take it required to their jobs, and it's just so much going on. So I wasn't able to get too close to people, you know, because the COVID is increasing like
Yes.
bad. So yeah. And we was talking about that in the last meeting, which would be this Saturday. Um, and I made it to it. I was just a few minutes late, but I made it, and that's all that mattered. Because a few weeks ago I couldn't even make it because of the accident, and I was
Yeah.
really disappointed in that. But I was on my way there, so I was still trying to, you know, go on with what the court ordered. But
Yes. And you gave
regular
it your
life.
best. That's all
Yeah,
we
I did.
asked for. You
Yeah.
gave it your best. And now you're back on track. And I'm very happy for you.
Thank you.
Miss Cleveland, what do you want to tell me about Mr. Bass today?
Your Honor, Mr. Bass is reporting accurately. He is compliant with the court's order. When he had a little slip up, he got right back on track, and the slip up was due to some of those unforeseen circumstances that happen, in life. But I'm telling you, I'm very proud of him as well, because that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to meet the challenge, get up, get back on your feet, and keep it going. And, everything is falling in place for him right now. It sounds like, so I'm happy to hear that. I did get a message from him over the holiday weekend. I don't think he knew that the court was closed yesterday. So I'm sorry about that.
It was a holiday.
It was a holiday. And I took advantage of the holiday. I just want y'all to know. I stayed in the house and cleaned my house. But I just wanted him to know the testing, the question that he posed, testing starts Sunday to Saturday. So,
and I didn't know.
I just wanted him to know, because he was required to test. It seemed like 3 times in a row, but it was really Friday and Saturday. Then it started again on Sunday. So you should have one more call this week. So I just wanted him to know that.
But we want to make sure that they know, Miss Cleveland, call every day. If your color drops, you get up and you go. Because I may say, I want you to take an additional test.
Yes, that's true too.
You want to get up, just call every single day.
Yes. That's what I did. I had woke up.
Your case manager.
I woke up late, and I woke up and I was like, well, I ain't gonna call today. And then I thought about it, like, you know what? I'm still gonna call. And it said I had to come in. I say, oh yeah, I gotta get up and go in. Then I waited till the office opened and I called up there. They said, yes, you do have to come in today. This is the beginning of a new week. I said, okay, well, thank you for explaining that to me. I'm on my way.
There you go. Thank you, Mr. Bass. You're taking care of business.
That's right. Good choice.
Good choice.
Yeah.
All right. Miss Fike, Miss Cleveland, was there anything else you wanted to add?
No, Your Honor, just what he said. As long as he stays on track with his testing and remains connected to Mr. Killing and the group and the meetings that he has over at therapy, he's 39 days in the program. So, he's doing the right thing.
All right. Very good. Very good.
Thank you.
All right. Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikens.
Yes, Judge, thank you. Mr. Bass, good report. You sound great. I'm glad your car is back on the road. I know that was a problem for you the last time we talked, but now you're back on the road and you're making your job and your testing. That's all good. And one good thing about drug treatment court, you come into contact with so many good people who have different life experiences, and you talk to them, and you find out you're not alone. You're not alone in this situation. If you have questions, feel free to ask questions about testing. That was good. You called Miss Cleveland to find out about the testing. Keep that up. Be safe. We're proud of you. We know this is not easy. It's not intended to be easy, but you're doing a great job. Stay safe, Mr. Bass. Keep up the good work, okay?
You too. Thank you.
Your Honor, if I might add, Mr. Bass, yes, you're making good decisions and then you're acting on those good decisions. That's really what this program is about. And you're picking that up right away. Keep up the great work, sir. We are proud of you. Thank you, Judge.
Thank you, man.
All right. Very good. Mr. Bass, did you have any questions for us today?
No, I just want to continue to do good and make sure I get down there to pay off some of my court fees that I owe, because it backtracked me when the car had broken half on me. So it slowed me up from giving y'all some payments, but I'm gonna start making those payments and get that taken care of. Yeah.
All right, Mr. Bass. If nothing else, Miss Cleveland, what's the return to court date?
Your Honor, he's in phase 1, so he would be returning to court via Zoom on February 1st, 2022 at 9:45 a.m.
Date one more time.
February 1st, Your Honor.
Okay, gotcha. At 9:45, did you get that, Mr. Bass?
Yes, I'm writing it down in my documents now.
All right. Very good. You're in great shape. Good to see you. Take good care of yourself.
Thank you. You too.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right. I think that ends the docket. I have one other matter that I need to place on the record, and that's for Brian Mansell, case number 2000057 FD.
That should be a face-to-face, but is that Brian Griffin, who's his case manager?
Who has Mr. Mansell?
Mr. Yancey, you don't have him? Oh, he's saying that's Miss Rob's case. I see her symbol there, but I don't see her.
Miss Robs? There's Miss Robs. She's in the courthouse, in the courtroom. Miss Robs?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Mansell is doing good. He, no issues, Your Honor. He's still testing compliant. He's in phase 3. I do have his information, Your Honor, that I have to get over to you with regard to his Smart Start device. So he does have that device installed in his car at this time. He's scheduled for a face-to-face on today, but his return to court date, Your Honor, would be February 2nd. I'm sorry, February 15th. February 15th, 2022 at 9:45 a.m.
All right, thank you, Miss Robs. We are all set on the docket. I see Mr. Rosenthal, you've joined us. What do you have for us, Mr. Rosenthal?
Oh, nothing, Your Honor. I was just making sure if I didn't know if you guys needed me or not, so I wanted to jump in last minute.
Yeah, the Monday docket. No, today is not Monday. That's why this docket looks like that. It's today's Tuesday. I'm like,
Tuesday.
this is surprising.
How did Friday afternoon go, Your Honor? Did it go okay?
It did. We got through it, and we got it. We got it all done.
Okay.
Right, Mr. Fikens?
Yeah, I know one got adjourned, and then I have the files for tomorrow. They will all be done. Hopefully, around 1:30 or so. So we're looking good for now.
All right, wonderful, wonderful. All right, if nothing else, we need to staff today. We also have our joint 36th District and 3rd Circuit Court meeting regarding our mental health court. And so I forgot what time that is. So I would like to staff earlier than later, if at all possible, so that I can make both meetings.
Judge, is mental health staffing today or is it drug court staffing
Oh my
today?
goodness, this the wrong group of people. It's mental health. I keep thinking it's Monday. I'm sorry, y'all. I keep thinking it's Monday. It's not Monday, y'all. It is Tuesday. It's Tuesday. It's Tuesday. It's Tuesday. All right. And so, yeah, we'll staff today at 1:30 mental health court. And then I'll do my best to get off to get on the joint meeting. All right. Anything else for this court's consideration? Ms.